Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. I'm going to supply the tools for you to manifest anything. I want you to remember this. Today we're going to talk about whether or not you're going to be that percentage of people that ascend to the new earth. This is happening and it is real. And I think everybody knows what it means. No matter what your religion or your beliefs, we all know that there's something happening right now that's profound, something that must happen in order for this planet to survive. I want to talk about you. We're going to do something today that's special that I hope will help to change your frequency, to help elevate you and keep you on track. But before I start that little exercise, I want to talk to you right now about the fact that I am very concerned. I was just meditating and I became very, very concerned as I pushed my energy out into the quantum field and focused on that limitless power that all of us are. And I realized how few people really believe it and tap into it. Somebody said, Abraham Hicks says that life is easy. I don't believe that. I don't think we came here for easy. Life can be simple. There are simple steps to take, but easy, that's not what this planet has represented for a very long time. And it's time for us to make life simple. And then from there, it can become easier. It will still have its challenges. But awakened people do not battle or struggle with those challenges. They roll with them. They find the value in them. And this is the toughest part for all of us. So I'm going to ask you to do something with me here in a moment, because I want you to know that this planet really concerns me. And I want you to also know that that small percentage of people that are predicted to ascend, that very small percent, it's going to be 2%, it's going to be 5%, it's going to be, all of us can. All of us can. There are no limits to what you can do. You can become awakened overnight. You can slough off what I call the third human energy field, which is the ego. This is the material-based thinking and actions and beliefs that have us fighting with each other. It's the space where we find fault with one another, where we judge, we're constantly judging, telling each other what to do, how we should behave, and all we do all day long is think about what's wrong with each other. That's where we're going wrong. And I know there's no right or wrong. This is all an experience, but it's gone on too long, and it's time for us to go home. What's home? To a higher frequency. That's all we came from. We've experienced enough of the darkness, and it's man-made. It's real, because it's created by us. And we don't have to create darkness anymore. We don't have to give it any power. It's not an independent thinking thing that comes after us. There's no devil or Satan out there. And if you believe there is, that's okay. When you're ready to give that up, you'll know there's only one thing. And from there came every experience. It's just an experience. Let's not get caught up in it. I want to ask you where you are right now in your life. I'm going to do an exercise right now with you. I want you to relax. And no matter what you're going through with your life and what you do or don't know is good for you or good for the collective consciousness, we're going to put our own judgment aside about ourselves. And I want you to relax. I'm going to take you into just a couple minutes here. And if you are ever on my webinars or you go into any of my classes or my e-courses, you know that I do this frequently. And then I double check on this. And this is what you can do every single day to see where you are. Because I want you to ascend. And it is possible. And all of these things that you worry about and the judgment and all the little things. Somebody said there was an old lady driving too slow, and he beeped, and he had to get to work. And he said, is that my ego? Because, she is driving too slow. And I thought, is this what you're going to think about when you're ascending to the other side and asking yourself, was it worth it? Did it really hold any importance? Or was that little old lady there to test you? Because you might be the little old man or the little old lady in that car someday too, hoping that people will find compassion. God bless her for still driving, but that's not how we're handling each other. People are in our way. People are problems. People don't treat us the way we think they should. That's all ego-based, and it must end. I'm telling you right now, it must end. I'm very concerned. So I want you to do something with me right now, because we're going to test this, and we're going to work on this. And if you want to watch this video 100 times a day to get this right, you too can raise your frequency and go into a space where you will dissolve the existing reality, where there are challenges that you battle and struggle with, and you go into a place where you see that we are one beautiful energy, and that everything is our own test for one another, to go back to that which we are, to save this planet, to save this planet. She's tolerated us enough. You can ascend. You are perfect. You are a light being that comes from the highest source of everything. You are still a part of that. And you can return to that here in this body. You'll still be a dense human being, but you can reconnect to that. It is there. It exists. It has never left you. We are one energy. Just different frequencies and different vibrations, different expressions of that energy. That's it. So we're going to do a frequency check right now. I want you to relax. I'm going to play a little bit of music, and I'm going to talk right now. And if you're driving, obviously you don't want to do this. Get yourself in a place. You can even do it in a crowded room. In fact, that's okay to do that, because we want to know how you're feeling in that life that we're dealing with every day, not when we're in a silent place meditating. I want to know who you are when you're out there with other people. And I want you to just go to a silent place within. No matter what noise is going on out there, that's okay. Because this is how we get in touch with ourselves when we're out in those stressful situations. I want you to close your eyes and relax. Or you can look at the scenes that I'm going to put up for you. Take a deep breath. I want to ask you how you feel. How do you feel right now? Let's focus on how you feel. The feelings, just the feelings. How does your body feel? Are you relaxed? Do you feel impatient at all? Is there any anxiety? Any frustration? Do you feel lost or helpless? Do you have any anger towards another person, toward the planet, toward the government, the corporations, the education systems, the religious groups that are battling with one another, those who fight for property? Do you feel anger toward that? Or sadness? Is the world a problem? How do you feel? Now, I want to ask you something right now. Out of all of those feelings that you have, is it anything that has to do with the outside world? Yes. Yes, it's all the outside world that is affecting us. All of it. We are the inside world, experiencing the material world, the outside world, and we're allowing it to control us. And we cannot ascend unless we go back into our inner world, because from there we're creating that world out there. And every thought that you have that blames someone else, that doesn't understand that everything that went on out here has total purpose, yes, even the most horrific things, that purpose was our choices, not somebody else doing it. It was humanity making very low frequency choices. And that's our message, that all of this has to stop. And blaming those people and finding fault in those who are doing very dark things keeps us in a low frequency. Compassion isn't just for those who are struggling. It's for those who are in the darkness, those who are performing things out there that are horrific. If we do not send them compassion, we are still in separation. If we do not step up for one another and help one another and stop the judgment and find solutions, we must find solutions. We must take charge as the light. It is time. And you are light. And your light will not shine if you are finding fault in others, blame, being a victim, feeling helpless, and not recognizing your power. Or thinking that your life isn't okay because it's not the way you want it to be at this moment. It's difficult because it's unpleasant. It doesn't feel good. We all experience that. No matter how awakened you are, you will experience that. But when you let it control you, you stay in a lower frequency. When you recognize it as the human experience, and you find that every single person is a student here, you can bless every single person on the planet and beyond. There is no evil. It's created. We're doing it. We are creating the lower frequency. Nothing else is doing that. And it starts with each individual light being, one frequency at a time. There's no reason for you to be left behind. And it has to start now. This is so critical. This is 2019, the end of 2019. And next year is a pivotal year of expansion. This was the year I called transformation. A lot of things going on, and that will continue. But expansion is happening. And in order to expand, you must release the preconceived ideas of what we are, of what's right and wrong, and open yourself up to the probabilities and possibilities of everything. Because everything does exist right now. All of it. And with our focus, we, as a combined power, can change the entire planet. It doesn't take a lot of us to do that. And we can help others make higher decisions just by our influence of higher thoughts, higher beliefs, blessings, compassion, and sending it out. It is imperative. This is happening right now. You're either on board now or you're not. You don't need to win the lottery or get your ex back or be taller or change your eye color. These are the manifestations we get caught up with in this material world that we put importance on, that holds none. You will take none of these things with you. abundance and prosperity will open up to you beyond your imagination when you go into the realm of limitless compassion and light and love. Because what you're going to manifest is going to be on a high frequency. And the results of that, the cause and effect, they're amazing. Miracles happen there. When we manifest on a lower frequency, we create the separation, the arguments, the battle, the blame, the anger, the illnesses. And we tolerate a matrix that tells us what to do, and none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. You know in your heart what's right. And when you stop caring about what the other lower frequencies tell you what to do and what they think, you will be free. And you will be the thought leader, the change maker, the light being that shines. And you must do this now. Take a few moments with me and let's open up our hearts with some very uplifting music. And I will guide you through this. Can you take a deep breath and open your heart and allow that beautiful light that shines from it, that is getting stronger with each positive thought, with each positive wish and blessing. It gets stronger and more powerful. Can we push it outward? Let us do that together now and send healing not only to ourselves, but every being on this planet, every energy on this planet. Please do that with me now, and let's raise your frequency. Carry this light with you. No matter what appears in your mind, observe it. If it is a negative, lower frequency, observe it. It is not yours anymore. Release it. Release it to the higher one to dissolve. Release your worries. Hand it over. Hand it all over. Release your anger. Hand it over. And accept the unconditional love that's always been there for you. And send that out. Let us raise the frequency of the planet. Let every action you take be positive. May you judge no one or no thing, no matter how dark it is. It is our light that will change that. You are critical to this planet. Will you join me? You can be that percentage that ascends. This is necessary. Will you join me? Will you ascend? Say yes and live yes. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.